this crypto has sneaky special return on investment written all over it. So before I get into ShareRing and all the details about ShareRing, I mentioned on Blockchain Universe Telegram, and again, if you're not part of Blockchain Universe Telegram, be a part of Blockchain Universe Telegram. All right, so I mentioned the rules. You got to follow me on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, it's 007 Mac 007. That's my Twitter handle. And I said I will be posting up a video this Sunday, and this is the video, and I'm posting it up on Twitter. So like and retweet this tweet, tagging 4 friends and my Twitter handle and Blockchain Universe, and I will give you the special coin that I've been talking about that reminds me of Reserve Protocol sitting at 0.002. There are reasons why I'm doing this. It's a vetting process. I believe there's certain people who do not deserve the privileged information that I'm going to give, so I'm doing it like this. All right, now on to ShareRing. Now, like I mentioned in the intro of this video, I believe this crypto has the potential to be a sneaky special return on investment type of coin. Yes, talking about ShareRing. Ticker symbol SHR. Now let's dive into some information about ShareRing, ticker symbol SHR. But before I do, I want to mention this. The community started reaching out to me. They're like, look, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to ShareRing. So what did I do? I started connecting, started asking questions with some high representatives, and they opened up my eyes to a lot of things. I'm going to be honest, ShareRing was not on my radar. I mean, I've heard about it. I've heard things about it. But again, connecting with the community, connecting with certain individuals who know a lot about what's going on with ShareRing, and I was like, okay, now you got my attention with a lot of these things that you're mentioning, and I believe this can be very, very sneaky one that can just sneak up on a lot of people and say, where the heck did this come from, and why didn't I have ShareRing on my radar? All right, so let's get started. ShareRing is designed for B2B and B2C non-crypto audiences. ShareRing is modular and can be white labeled, designed to integrate into anything. ShareRing is not just travel, but it is also a tech provider with 20 plus partners across 12 plus industries. ShareRing ID underpins tech E-VOA, E-Visa on arrival, or better known as E-VOA. The Thailand government, again, listen, the Thailand government is using it, and it is much faster and cheaper. What do I always say? It's not just about the technology. It's about the partnerships, all right? So you're talking about a government, Thailand, already connected with ShareRing. That is very, very important. More on government partnerships related to ShareRing later in this video. The ShareRing shop, Thailand expansion coming soon. The ShareRing app, releasing very soon. Flights, hotels, activities, car rentals, wallet, FX, swap. Ladies and gentlemen, ShareRing is not playing around. ShareRing, again, to me, is one of those sneaky cryptos that I believe is just going to pop up out of nowhere, and people are going to be like, okay, what's going on here, and why did I not have this one locked in my research? The ShareRing COVID passport featured in Forbes. In logistics, a large partner to be named soon. In insurance, now again, this is all for ShareRing, okay? Ticker symbol SHR. In insurance, Defi partnered, biggest non-life insurance provider in Thailand, part owned by the Thailand government. Again, you're seeing Thailand. This is, again, very, very bullish for me when I see governments involved with a crypto. And again, much more coming about ShareRing and another government partnership later in this video. We also have ShareRing Charity, all right? And DeFi coming soon for ShareRing, ticker symbol SHR. Yes, DeFi coming soon for ShareRing. Again, this has all the qualities that I look for that can bring me back special returns on investment. All right, now listen, there's going to be 5 big announcements coming before the 15th of October. The first one is coming this Tuesday. Again, in reference to ShareRing, ticker symbol SHR. Again, let me repeat that. 5 big announcements coming before October 15th. The first one coming this Tuesday. Again, still on the topic of ShareRing, one of their partners alone expects to have about 30 million ShareRing ID accounts and over 45 million transactions a year. Thailand normally processes about 5 to 10 million e-visas a year. Again, remember I was mentioning about another government or national partnership. Here we go. Now, I'm going to get into some questions and answers that the community was asking the CEO, Tim Boss. So here's the first question. How have you been able to onboard so many businesses and sign so many partnerships in such little time? Tim's response, we establish partnerships on a regional basis. We have local partnerships in Thailand that have led to joint ventures. This allows us to focus on the development while our joint venture partners can focus on marketing, operation rollout, sales, and the business-to-business relationships. The advantage of this allows us to scale into many different countries very effectively. Vietnam is next, and we already have some great opportunities thanks to our salespeople in Vietnam. What crypto does this remind you of that I talk about? Vechain, right? Like I mentioned, DMVGL, PWC, they open up doors. Well, Thailand is opening up doors for ShareRing. Again, ShareRing, this one has all the qualities to be a sneaky special return on investment. Another question from the community. L-Bank seems to be a very strategic exchange listing. Can you tell us about the decision to list there? Tim responds, with ShareRing Shop launching in Q3 alongside 3 major Asian partners, listing SHR on a major exchange in the Asian and Chinese markets is essential to our efforts to expand in the region and serve the local crypto communities. Another question from the community. Can you tell us more about the partnership that is X3000 bigger than Defi, the largest insurance company in Thailand? Tim's response. Our partners are dictating the terms of the announcement schedule, and we are not at liberty to discuss further details about them at this time. Until then, we respectfully request the community to be patient on the matter as we ramp up our release and marketing activities. Again, this reminds me of Vechain. Then the community asks, how will E-VOA streamline my travels? Tim's response, firstly, the visa process can be done on your mobile through our app. This provides a streamlined immigration process that negotiates the need for the expensive and time-consuming process when you get off the plane. Additionally, fraud is mitigated with several extra layers of security in the back end, including our blockchain share ledger consensus model that makes all data immutable and all but impossible to hack. The key benefit of E-VOA compared to a regular tourist visa is a streamlined entry into the country. The key course reason is the ability to instantly purchase your E-VOA at home and with online payment through your mobile app. Additionally, E-VOA holders use a dedicated fast lane to avoid waiting in long lines at the border. I like this ShareRing, real world use case, real partnerships, great technology, sneaky special crypto that is definitely on my radar. Next question, when will I be able to download the app? Tim's response, for the ShareRing travel app, we are still waiting for our partners to accept bookings again. We expect to release the travel app later this year on the Android store first and then the Apple store soon after. Our ShareRing shop is expecting to launch in Thailand in Q3, spearheaded by 3 large partners within that region to handle the operations and logistics of the marketplace. We expect the ShareRing shop to be available globally by the end of next year. Keyword globally. Next question. Have you been working on a COVID passport? Tim's response. We aim to build on top of ShareRing's identity platform, which is already integrated with Thailand's e-visa on arrival system, a health tracing function that can meet tourist and tourism providers' needs to promote tourism, local commerce, government compliance, and safety. ShareRing ID expertly verifies a secure identity and provides consumer privacy along with government compliance. Some features include COVID tracking for staff, airline, airport, hotels, shops, and travelers' health certifications stored on blockchain, proof of health tied to QR code, and secure identity for any part of your supply chain. We can also attach services to the COVID passport, such as insurance, E-VOA application fee, and much more. Now again, carefully listen to Tim's response for this question, right? Listen. How many users does ShareRing expect to have? Tim's response. Many of our products are white label solutions, so it is difficult to put a figure on this one, as many companies will serve their existing and new customers with our tech, while their customers may not even know anything about ShareRing. One of our partners alone expects to have about 30 million ShareRing ID accounts and over 45 million transactions a year. Thailand normally process about 5 to 10 million e-visas a year. As we continue to bring our customers online in the SHR ecosystem, the numbers will grow. Our partners are eager to demonstrate the competitive advantages of their new products and services, and as a result, the number of users on the network should increase accordingly. Again, this reminds me of Vechain. So let's bring it to a close here, and I wish I could talk more about some of the things that I have listed here from one of my ShareRing sources. I don't know if I can talk about those things, so I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to leave it out how it is right now. I believe there's enough information about ShareRing that should really catch your attention, and hey, if it fits your criteria, at least do the research. At least do the research and dive in and look into ShareRing. All right, guys, you already know. Stay blessed, be blessed, and let's go!